Do expenses show what we are or what we want to be? If a man is truly rich, he buys expensive things because he can afford them. Another man buys expensive things even though he cannot really afford them, but it is a way in which he is trying to strengthen his image in society. These two situations are very different. Arguably, the amount of money is not an appropriate criterion to decide which side a man belongs to. The truly rich can either buy or not. He can control his desires, or it is not his main activity to search for stuff and to buy it. He has more interesting things to do. So who is richer? The one who has more money but has doubts about his identity and spends money in order to strengthen it? Or the one who maybe has less money but is sure of himself and does what he loves to do and of course makes money from what he does? This is a question for you to think about. Money helps strengthen identity, self-esteem, and status. The weaker we feel, the more we want everything that could strengthen status. If we care so much about status, remember one thing. We don't pay attention to what we have. If I am tall, I don't care about height. I just don't pay attention to it. If I am short, I notice all tall people. I think about how much I would like to be taller. So if you have something, you don't pay attention to it. If you lack something, you notice it everywhere you go. So if a person is triggered by status, he lacks it. Our attention betrays what we lack. Because consciousness wants to be in harmony and get all the skills needed for survival in society. And if consciousness has incorrect beliefs that stuff can give those missing skills, we do everything in order to get that stuff. It is the opposite effect from the one we want to have. With expensive stuff, we want to hide what we lack, but it only shows that we lack something. Imagine you have an additional organ, and this organ is called status. It is always worried about its size, what others will think of it. It is programmed to want others to think of it as bigger, and it always thinks about that. The smaller it is, the more important this question becomes. Men and women both possess this status organ. We buy in order to strengthen our identity. But here is a question. Which identity do we strengthen? The current or desired one?